Let me show you all of the Game Assistant settings on Oppo Find X9 Pro. So first of all, let's open the Game Assistant with this app icon right here. Then after a moment, we should be able to see all of the settings inside. So starting with the top section, we can click on these three lines, and inside there's time played. If you enter this option, it will ask you for permission. If you grant this permission, you'll be able to check the game time. That means if you play a game, it will record the time on how long you've played, and you can check it right here always when you go back. Then there's Games Album. If you make any screenshots in specific games, then you will see them by the categories, and you can select whichever game you like and check those screenshots for it. Then there's game icon settings. If you don't want games to clutter your home screen, you can put organize games options on and then apply it. That way, all of the game icons from home screen will be moved into the Game Assistant app interface, so we can launch them through here. Then there's more settings inside. There's obviously the settings options, and there's launch animation for the Game Assistant. I would actually prefer to disable it. You can do whatever you like. Then there's the game album. I've shown you previously. Game Assistant itself. You can enable or disable the toolbar of Game Assistant when you're playing games. And then there's automatically adjust resolution option, which will try to adjust resolution based on your phone temperature and battery level to preserve it. And for the Game Assistant settings, that would be everything. You can also add different games right here, and you can also click on the performance settings. Here you can go for power saving mode, you can go for balanced or pro gamer mode. Then in display options, you can change screen refresh rate to standard save power or high smoother gameplay. You can also adjust the controls for tap sensitivity, touch precision, and swipe sensitivity. Also, you can change the touch response rate. For network settings, you will need to allow permissions, and then you can use Smart Dual SIM Switch, which will use basically dual channel for your SIM cards to speed up network if you're using mobile data, and Smart Dual Channel Network, which combines both your Wi-Fi and mobile networks to speed up internet. For focus settings, you can enable call blocker, which will automatically block incoming calls and notifications while gaming, block all of the notifications while gaming, and answer calls on speakers. When you have a call incoming, then you can answer it and it will automatically be put on a speaker, so you don't need to lift your phone to the ear. And now we have actually all of the settings for the Game Assistant. Let's also launch the Netflix right here that I've added as game, so we can check the toolbar for Game Assistant. So if we swipe it like that, you can see the toolbar, and here we have a bunch of different options. There's a brightness, which we can quickly access. We can add games to Game Assistant, adjust network, enable network optimization that we saw previously. We can also go for WLAN. We can check the system status, which will show you a toolbar with FPS, GPU, and CPU statistics. You can perform a cleanup so that your device will stay optimized. You can go for game capture and activate this. This is basically a normal the screenshots and screen recording and motion screenshots. Motion screenshots are the same as normal screenshots, but they will move. They will basically be work as GIFs. And this is a toolbar that you can use. So you can take a screenshot, start screen recording, or use this motion screenshot. And you can also click on the option to record a 15 seconds of last gameplay. So here we have everything in game capture. Let's move on to the screenshot. This captures a screenshot, obviously. Start screen recording with this button, enable or disable mistouch prevention, adjust enable or disable do not disturb mode. You can also enter championship mode, which will block all sort of things right here. You can read it if you want, but there's plenty of things that it will block. Then we have the autoplay, which will make your phone when in a game you can swipe from the left to unlock your device. I guess it just locks your phone when you and then you need to swipe to unlock it. It just makes a pause like this. Then we have the eye comfort for gaming. There's commands. Let's check what it is. So in commands, you'll be able to record and save gameplay actions to trigger them by pressing an auxiliary button. So you can add those commands if you like right here, and you can also go for tap interactions, set trigger buttons for quick actions, so you can perform these actions by tapping or holding the button, and you can also adjust those options right here with those guides. Next thing is Game Assistant. You can change the Game Assistant position to the left or right side of the screen. You can adjust the floating window or enable and disable it. The home screen icon can be also added. Then we have the other, or the privacy user agreements, privacy notice, doesn't matter, and right now. Then there's option to customize it, which allows you to add or remove different icons from your Game Assistant panel. So you can also customize it, which is great. Sorry for that. Let's reopen it and then we can continue. Okay, so we have that toolbar finished. We can click on the performance. So here you can also switch between previously described by me options like power saving mode, balance mode, or pro gamer mode. You can change the touch response and all sorts of things that we could adjust previously. And then I think it's done. We just reached all of the settings for this specific option. So that is basically everything. Thanks so much for watching.